guys, welcome back to our channel. A very happy new year to all of you. आज हम 2022 की पहली वीडियो बनाने वाले हैं एंड व्हाट बेटर देन टॉकिंग अबाउट इमिग्रेशन कि 2021 में क्या हुआ एंड व्हाट वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट इन 2022.
तो आज की वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे चार चीजों के बारे में. Number one, 2021 roundup talking about the 401,000 immigrants that landed in Canada. Number two, no FSW draws in 2021. IRCC's logic behind this, the pros and the cons. Number three, impact of low outland immigration numbers on Canadian economy. And number four, what to expect in 2022. So let's get started. Quite easily, 2021 was the worst year for immigration. अगर IRCC एक इंसान होता और बहुत हम्बल इंसान होता, they would agree that ये सब कुछ पैंडेमिक की वजह से नहीं हुआ. It was also that he or she was very slow to change. And this pandemic actually exposed IRCC's limitations. चाहे वो processing delays हो या फिर their lack of technology, क्योंकि आज भी बहुत सारी applications are paper-based applications, which is not good when you are working from home, when the case processing officers are also working from home.
एक साल हो गया है FSW draws आए हुए and the worst has been the lack of communication. अब IRCC क्या करता है इसके बारे में we can go just on and on, but they did land 401,000 immigrants in 2021 thanks to their CEC draws and ऐसे बहुत सारे draws, surprise draws निकले जिसमें a lot of people got their temporary visas to permanent residency in Canada.
And then finally, end of last year, they broke some silence and they said that they are not doing draws, they are not even doing CEC draws because they want to concentrate on doing the backlogs first. The good thing is that we are actually seeing a lot of COPR, expired COPR holders जो थे, जो अपना बहुत सारे time से wait कर रहे थे PPR की, they are actually getting remedical requests and they are getting PPRs, they are getting passport requests, so all that is good. And in fact, in the last 2 to 3 months, there are 40,000 immigrants who have landed in Canada per month, which is awesome.
There's still a long way ahead for people who have applied and are waiting for their PRs. There are 1.8 million visa applications that are pending with IRCC. Now, clearly, IRCC has not been able to manage the situation very well. And बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि IRCC कि they are very slow, they are incompetent, but that is not entirely true. Yes, frustration बहुत है, but Canada में टेक्नोलॉजी थोड़ी स्लो है. अब इमेजिन करो आप एक ऑफिस में बैठ के सिक्योरिटी सिस्टम सब एप्लीकेशंस प्रोसेस कर रहे हो एंड सडनली यू आर टोल्ड टू गो होम एंड आपको घर पे सारी करनी है, तो वो सब इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम सारा सिक्योरिटी दे हैव टू कम अप विद बेटर मेजर्स एंड इट टेक्स टाइम.
And दूसरी चीज जो बहुत सारे लोग बोल रहे हैं, and we do agree with that, is that IRCC should hire a lot faster because बहुत सारे applications जो pending है, that can only happen if we have more case officers. But just imagine the kind of training that will be required to onboard people, these case officers sitting at home. मैंने Walmart ऑनबोर्डिंग जो थी, सारी जितनी भी ट्रेनिंग थी वो सारी घर पे बैठे हुए करी थी बिकॉज मैं कभी भी ऑफिस नहीं गया अपनी ट्रेनिंग के लिए एंड मेरे को वॉलमार्ट में इतनी ज़्यादा दिक्कत हुई टू डू ऑल दैट. द लर्निंग कर्व वाज वेरी स्टीप. जस्ट इमेजिन अ केस ऑफिसर हु इज जॉइनिंग, ही डजंट हैव अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ हैंडलिंग एप्लीकेशंस एंड दीज एप्लीकेशंस आर सो इंपॉर्टेंट, there cannot be any mistake that is made, and all this I'm pretty sure is very human, at a very human level. I do understand that why case officers are not being able to perform at 100% because all these issues are actually happening in our companies as well and not just IRCC.
Let's get some energy!
Okay.
उसके बाद you have politics, elections, change in immigration minister, lockdowns, vaccinations, and the list is very long. I understand कि we all got frustrated with all the delays, but दूसरी तरफ I also want to acknowledge, the case officers. They're also real people with real problems. For example, a case officer who is stuck at home with their work and their 2-year-old child who cannot go to the daycare because of the lockdowns.
It's been 2 years of pandemic and I'm pretty sure that IRCC have gotten a handle of handling all these delays and handling all these things. I'm pretty sure that 2022 will bring joy to not just those people who are waiting for PRs and COPRs and all that, but also to people who are waiting for FSW draws, जिसके बारे में हम थोड़ी देर में बात करते हैं.
But पहले बात करते हैं about IRCC decision of not having any outland FSW draws in 2021. इसका रीजन थोड़ा ढीला है, बट बेसिकली व्हाट दे सेड वाज कि क्योंकि ट्रैवल बैन है, लोग बाहर से आ नहीं सकते, तो लेट्स गेट पीपल हु आर इन कनाडा परमानेंसी।
बहुत सही लॉजिक है. I do agree that people who have spent money, came here on study visa, came in on work permit, they have been contributing to the economy, they totally deserve PR. But why take it away from people who are outside of Canada, who are wanting to come, leaving their jobs? All that is stuck, the life is stuck there. We should not be taking away एनीथिंग फ्रॉम दोज पीपल. अगर ड्रॉज निकाल भी देते तो ऐसा तो है नहीं कि सारे के सारे जो हैं एप्लीकेशंस वो 6 महीने के अंदर प्रोसेस हो जाती. इतने डिलेज चल रहे हैं. दे वुड हैव टेकन 1 year and they would have just come out and said, communicated to the people that yes, access entry cannot happen in 6 months, it will happen in 1 year because of these extreme conditions, and that would have been just fine with people.
अभी decision of not having FSW draws in 2021 came with a few cons as well, जिसमें सबसे पहले आता है population. The population of Canada in 2021 grew by just 0.4%. This has been the lowest since World War II. And इसका बहुत बड़ा contribution is कि immigration नहीं हो रही है, and Canada needs people. Why? It's simple: to pay taxes. A lot of Canadian population is retired and living on social benefits, and आगे आने वाले time में भी 6 million people will go out of the workforce and will be dependent on social benefits. To cover that part, we as immigrants need to pay taxes, and that's why we are here. That's why we are here.
Which brings me to the second con, and that is employment. Canada में, because of very low immigration numbers, 900,000 jobs were vacant, and many of these jobs were skilled. And the reason for that was the immigration numbers were so low. इसमें the good news is that one bad year for immigration meant so many vacancies, and आज की डेट में companies are actually hiring left, right and center. The good news is that अगले साल जो 2022 है, इसी साल जब immigration start होगा and more people land in Canada in the next 2 to 3 years, there will be jobs. अब बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं कि jobs आती कहाँ से है, and the answer lies in the retirement rate. अगर 6 million people are expected to retire in the next 10 years, that's 600,000 jobs that need to be filled, and Canada needs people like you and me to fill those jobs, and that's where these jobs are coming. There are no new jobs that are being created. Yes, there will be new jobs which will be created. बहुत सारी automation में चली भी जाएंगी, but ये जो retirement rate है, that is what will create job vacancies.
Third big con is money. A new immigrant on average brings about $20,000 in funds. Assuming an average family of 2, that's 200,000 families bringing in $4 billion a year in foreign capital. Now that's a lot of money, and for people who are already in Canada on work permits or temporary visas, are not required to show these funds as proof.
Fourth big con is a potential housing collapse, but in the other direction. What will happen is, because 2020 or 2021 में बहुत सारे immigrants नहीं आए, there will be a sudden surge of immigrants in 2022 and 2023. They'll all require rentals. Then they will move on and buy houses. जिनकी salaries अच्छी हैं, they'll be able to buy. जिनकी salaries अच्छी नहीं हैं, they will be priced out of the market. And if Canada doesn't find a way of either spreading the population outside of Toronto and Vancouver, or building more houses very, very fast, the property market, the housing market will explode in the wrong direction, and that's not healthy.
I know a lot of you are worried कि जब हम Canada आएंगे whether we'll be able to buy a house or not, and the answer to that will be in our next video, where we'll discuss where to land in Canada and why it should not always be Toronto or Vancouver.
All in all, there are massive cons of not doing outland draws, and ये सब हमने list करे थे. That brings us to the last point of this video, the one that you have been waiting for, but unfortunately हमारे पास इसका आंसर नहीं होगा. The question is, when will the FSW draw start? And unfortunately we still don't know. No one knows. Only IRCC knows. Maybe they even don't know. I don't know. However, जितने भी reasons हमने दिए हैं ऊपर, they all point towards them not being able to sustain without these outland draws. And there is a lot of bright talent which is sitting outside of Canada that Canada needs so badly, and therefore we truly believe, we are still hopeful that the draws will happen very, very soon.
I'm really hopeful that जब भी draws आए, they come up with bigger draws and more often, so that जितनी backlog है that clears out.
क्योंकि हो क्या रहा है कि अगर आप पूल साइज देखो तो पूल साइज बढ़ता ही जा रहा है, बिकॉज पूरा एक साल हो चुका है. There are 23,000 people who are between the CRS scores of 471 and 500, and for that we need something like a CEC draw that happened last year. I don't know, अगर हम IRCC होते तो 100% करते, because it's really important to clear out the pool. Otherwise, अगर 4,000 5,000 वाले ड्रॉ आने शुरू होंगे फिर से, then we'll again be over 480, and then it's just a lost cause for people who have very bright 470 plus scores, master's degree hai, and they all will lose out just because they are over 30. So we really believe and we really hope that the draw size is bigger and it's more frequent, so that ye sara jo backlog in the pool hai ye thoda clear ho jaye, and then the scores actually come down to 470s really fast.
Now, there was a mandate letter on December 16th sent to the Immigration Minister, Sean Fraser, and it had two critical points. Number one, he has been clearly asked to drive economic recovery by sticking to the plan of landing 1.2 million immigrants in 2021-2023. Number two, reduce the application processing time. Baki letter is pretty standard. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. And I really hope that there is an FSW draw that comes out soon, and a big one as well, ताकि we leave the 2021 की negativity behind and start 2022 on a high.
We'll make more detailed video on our predictions for how the FSW draws will come and क्या score होगा once we have the first FSW draw for 2022, क्योंकि उससे पहले करने का इतना फायदा नहीं है because numbers will change. But until then, stay positive and know that Canada is not the end of the world. Life बहुत लंबी है and Canada से बहुत बहुत बड़ी.
So that's all we have for today. अगर वीडियो बढ़िया लगी हो तो please like, share and subscribe. This year is going to be super massive because we plan to take our YouTube game to the next level, and not just having great content on this channel, but also starting a new channel. So stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't to get all the updates.
मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए
bye bye.